Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs, and today I am making an effort to just finish off my junk journal January, and I thought I'd turn the camera on. It's been a hot minute since I talked to everybody and I'm feeling a little bit lonely over here in little old New Zealand. It's a beautiful sunny day, but I'm inside. It's actually a public holiday today, and David's gone off for a bit of a hunt, so I thought this is a good time as any to do a few entries in my journal. Now I'm up to grunge. This will be challenging for me and probably not the best one to turn the camera on for, but I thought I'd bring you along on the journey. Often when I try things like this, some mixed media or something a little bit that's not really in my comfort zone, it doesn't turn out as well as what I would like it to, but that's the fun of it, right? So I've got some coffee, and I'm going to start by putting some coffee on this page, even though this is already quite an old piece of music manuscript. I'm just going to grunge it up some more. And we might have to use the dryer. We'll see. I don't want to get too much wet in the spine there. So I'm going to start with that. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, let's just have some fun. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to dry it. Okay, so yep, that's starting to look pretty grungy, isn't it? I think. Look how fat my journal's getting. It's from a big angle. Anyway, right, so then I thought I was going to do some... Then I thought I would do some white acrylic paint. Right, so I'm just going to maybe try and dry brush some acrylic paint onto here. I don't know what this will look like, but okay, not sure, but hey, that's all right. It's just another sort of layer. And then I need to think about what are my grungiest pieces of paper that I've kept. Thinking maybe I'll use them one day. I'm so behind in everything this year. I don't know. And this month we're so busy, but I really wanted to check in with everybody. I haven't done a video in ages. I'm working on a bit of a custom journal at the moment, which I'd be keen to get done. I can't really settle on what I want to make next. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny time. Okay, so that is grungy just like that, I think. And now I have these old vintage library cards. I'm just going to dry this off, which I just started having a play with. Now I have acquired a ton of these. They're from Otago University, which is down in Dunedin in the south of the South Island, so far away from me. Someone was selling a piece of furniture and on the Trade Me site, and they had opened the drawers to show, you know, display the furniture, and inside were many cards, and I didn't want the piece of furniture. Well, the piece of furniture was very cool, but I wanted the cards, so I offered her something for the cards. We didn't really have any idea how many there were. We knew there was a lot. but I have ended up with 5 boxes, pretty big boxes of these library cards. Now, a lot of them seem to be religious texts or spiritual texts, so I have a feeling maybe, I don't know if Otago has a theology department or a philosophy department, but I think that's what they're from. So I just had to play with these. I've just been squirting them with some coffee, and then I've got some Lindy's Gang kind of shimmery stuff, and I don't know if you can see that shimmer there. You should be able to. And I thought, oh, we could do something with those, and I cut out some Tim Holtz stuff with my die cut machine, and I used some of my eco dyed sort of, this is like a heavy watercolor paper, and I thought I could do something with these because they look quite grungy over the top of the library card, maybe. But maybe I'll put the library card that way and I could have something poking out, like tied in there, maybe off the page. Let's see what happens if we close that and have it sticking out. It'll be all right. So yeah, so I'm going to put some in my shop. I don't know if anyone will be interested, but I'll put them in the shop and we'll see what happens. So yes, I've got a bit of that and some of these. And then what else? I should have collected up some more grungy papers. I should probably do that now. The other thing is I squirted some coffee on some fabrics and things, so I'll dry those off and then I will come back. Okay, I've collected up some things. I'm not sure about them. This is quite bulky. It's the end of a box, pianola roll box, which it looks like I've maybe done some, oh, what do you call it, matte medium or something over the top to protect it, but I'm not sure how I would use that. I've got an old envelope which is pretty grungy, which I'm going to tear up. Because I like the old paper. And yeah, so I might do a little bit of collaging a la Meg Journals. She does such an amazing job of it, and I'm not really sure that I can emulate it, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm just going to tear that down. And I think I'll just glue and we'll just see what happens. Maybe I've taken on a little bit too much with the double page. I probably should have done just a single, but oh well. We'll see how we go. How is everybody? I hope everybody's well. We're well. Enjoying the fine days that we have. We had a bit of a blip there where it was raining a lot and it wasn't even really that warm, but now it's beautiful. Whoops. So I've got that little piece there. I've got some really old grungy paper. You don't want to see what's on the other side of that. It's out of a medical book. So I might just go with a strip of that. Oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you see that, but some of those very old medical books have some quite graphic pages in them. I don't actually really want to see that title there, so I'm going to go like that, and I want to scrunch it up a bit. And then I've got this, which is really grungy and dirty, and I have whatever's left of the paper that I used to cut out the dies, but that's quite a heavy paper. So I'm going to glue that on there. Okay. Right. So there's that. Haven't really got any colour to speak of. So now it's this card. Am I going to make that just part of the collage or something else? I kind of want to use this piece of paper, fabric. So I'm wondering whether I might sew that. I guess that could go there. I thought about maybe sewing something onto this with some black thread. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. Just having a play. Maybe this could sew on there somehow. What do you think? Sort of have that hanging down. It's one of those things where you need to not worry about what you're covering up. Where's my big flowers there? And then maybe these small, these sort of tall ones behind here. And that could be sewn across the bottom with some black thread maybe. Maybe we could put something here on the other side to like that. Okay, well I'm going to go to my sewing machine and have a play with just some black thread. Just go a little bit crazy with the sewing machine maybe, and just do some black thread. I might glue that there, I don't know why. And I'll be back and we'll see what it looks like. It might be quite interesting. Ah well, it's all fun, isn't it? So I might put those on there and that across there, and then I will be back. Okay, so I found some old trim that I've got that's just like falling apart, and I thought, oh, I'll use that. It's really old and I have it lying around waiting to be used, so I'm going to do that. I've sewn that on with just a zigzag and I've got some threads hanging off. And now I would like to sew these old buttons on that I found. I've got these really old, well, they are very grungy linen buttons, and so I thought they'll be perfect for this. So I'm just going to grab my needle and thread it. There we go. So I'm going to sew these two buttons on somehow. Not sure how you sew these on. Do they even have holes? This one's half the linens come off it. Yep. There we go. I love these old linen buttons. They're hard to come by. think. And actually my friend found me these and sent them to me, which I very much appreciate. Some of them are not as old and grungy as these, but I am hoarding them. So it's good to use them. Right, and then this one's kind of lost most of its linen, and the brass is all tarnished, and I love that look, so I'm just going to put this one on too, if I can get the needle through all these layers. So there we go, and then I need to glue those die cuts down because they're still flapping around there. And we'll see. Whoop. Okay, well that didn't. That's come out of the needle there, so let's just rethread that. Let's tie this off. That's enough. That's enough to hold them on because they'll be glued as well. Oh boy. Right, some art glitter glue. No matter what this turns out like, I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. So that is the most important thing, right? And I can guarantee it's going to be grungy. It may not be overly aesthetically pleasing, maybe, or artistically pleasing, but a lot of fun is had making it. And that is the point of a journal, right? Mostly. Anyway. There you go, there's that bit, glue that bit on. A bit of glue on the thing, but I don't think that matters. And we'll glue that little bit down there so it doesn't come up. Doesn't want to glue down. There we go. Okay. And then we were going to put this over here. Do we want two? Maybe. Why not? I've cut them out. I may as well use them, because what happens is then they start lying around and they get damaged. So yeah, let's just pop them in there. Oh, goodness me, I'm super klutzy today. Just really enjoying the sound of the birds out there in the ocean. I've got my door open so I can hear it. Because this is quite a new, well, with the windows and everything in here are new, they're double glazed, so if everything's closed up, it's actually quite, I mean, it's lovely and serene and quiet in here, but sometimes I like the noise. Well, a lot of the time I like the noise of the ocean. Do we want a bit of grungy torn up lace on here? I wonder what happens if I try and tear this. It's all very experimental. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I might glue that down there. not that keen. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm not that keen on those lyrics. Oh, not that title there, but it doesn't really matter. I could do some more. Maybe I could do some more. Just wondering whether this needs something underneath it, so I might glue this under here. I may be overdoing it all, perhaps, I don't know. Oh, that's ripped. It's okay, doesn't matter. And whether we want this anywhere. Probably not. And then I've got my scraps here on the side. And there is some grungy things in here, I think. I've got some old, very old pattern paper, so I wonder, do I want to layer that under there? Maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, no. Then we have got this. We could maybe pop that somewhere, but I'm not sure that I want to do that either. So we've got a bit more coffee to go on here, I think. And then I'll have to dry that. Okay, I'll dry that. Well, it's certainly grungy. Just wondering whether we put some words on here, but haven't. I don't know what. Have enjoy. I think something about the day. Every day, enjoy every day. Why not? Doesn't have to be anything too doesn't have to be completely sort of life-altering, does it, what we write? And then I'm going to glue this down. I was going to put something through there, but I haven't. I have got some quite grungy quite grungy looking sari silk, so maybe we'll do that. Or we could do a colour, a pop of colour, maybe. These are just sort of my scrappy bits. Before I glue this down, we could just tie that there, couldn't we? Oh my gosh, what a mess, what a fun mess. There you go, it is glued down. I'm just going to glue those down. Probably could have put a little bit more thought into the words, but it's okay. Still a good reminder to enjoy every day. What do we think of that grungy page? I mean, yep, it's grungy. Oh, I was going to put some texture paste stenciling on it, but I don't think I will, although I do kind of want to. Yeah, just maybe a little bit, but I think I'll leave it. I can always come back and do it. Tie that in a knot. Oh, I don't think that'll come undone. And then you could put a rusty paper clip or something rusty on here as well. I mean, it's got tons of texture to it. It's going to make the journal really fat. So I think that will do. So yeah, so the purple kind of brings out this sort of colour here, I think, a little bit. And we've got a little bit of colour up here that sort of is the same here. So I don't know. I don't really know, but that was heaps of fun. So yeah, if you are out of your comfort zone with the grunge like I am, just have some fun with it. And you know, even if you do it on a piece of paper first, I mean, we've got a little bit of tearing here, and I'll tell you why. That's because I put the coffee in there and now it's weakened the page. So I might even have to do a little bit of collaging out and across here to strengthen that. I just wasn't sure about this. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. So I'll have to have a think about it, or else I could just put some washi tape down there. But yeah, there we go. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a little bit erratic and all over the place, but yeah, it's good to get that page done, and I'm nearly at the end. Look, yay. So I might do another page with you guys if you can handle that. I know everybody else has moved on to other things, but I'm just behind, and that's just the way it is. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I've missed you guys, and I'm just trying to come up with some interesting and worthwhile videos to do, and I hope that I'll be able to do that. And yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.